Hello everyone, I am Priyanka Kulsundar, Assistant Professor IT Department. In my previous video, we discussed about characteristics of digital integrated circuit, and in this video, we discuss about TTL subfamilies and TTL characteristics. Now, these topics are covered in this lecture. First one is introduction of transistor logic, then type of TTL, also TTL subfamilies, standard TTL characteristics, and application of TTL, and also we discuss advantages and disadvantages of TTL. Now, first we discuss what is TTL. The full form of TTL is transistor logic. Okay, and this is a logic family which is mainly built up of NPN transistor, PN junction diodes, and diffuse resistor. The basic building block of this logic family is NAND gate. Basic building block is logic family is NAND gate, and there are various subfamilies. Now subfamilies we discuss one by one. Many transistors are fabricated on a single integrated chip, and it is used for small scale integration and medium scale integration. In transistor logic family, the digital integrated circuit use only transistor to perform the operation. Okay, and the first version developed was standard TTL. Today it is very rarely used in digital system, and the design of standard TTL has been modified in order to improve the performance of digital logic and developing using TTL. Now first we discuss types of TTL. First type is open collector. What happens in open collector? Open collector transistor. In this figure, open collector transistor Q1 behaves as a cluster of dicodes placed back to back. Okay, and with any of the input at logic low that are corresponding emitter base junction is a forward bias, and the voltage drop across the base of Q1 is around 0.9 voltage. Okay, and transistor Q2 and Q3 is also to be connected. Similarly, when all the input are high, all base emitter junction of Q1 are reverse bias. And transistor Q2 and Q3 is a current base and it is used in saturation mode. Okay, and the output is always logic low. Okay, now the next one is totem polo. Okay, what happened in totem polo? Totem polo means the addition of an active pull-up the circuit in the output of the gate, which result in a reduction of propagation delay. It means the logic operation is the same as the open collector output. Open collector output and totem polo logic operation is same. The use of transistor Q4 and decode is used to provide quick charging and discharging across the Q3, and the resistor is used to keep the output current to the safe value. Okay, now we discuss third type of TTL, that is three-state gate. It provides three-state output. First one is low level state when a low transistor is on. Low level state when the low transistor is on and an upper transistor is off. Second one is high level state when the lower transistor is off and the upper transistor is on. In low level, lower transistor is on and upper transistor is off, and in high level, lower transistor is off and upper transistor is on. And in third state, when both transistors are off, it means that it allows a direct wire connection of many outputs. Okay, now we discuss TTL subfamilies. There are four types of TTL subfamilies. First one is standard TTL, second one is low power, third one is high speed, and fourth one is Scotty TTL. Now I will discuss one by one. First one is standard TTL. The standard TTL was the first gate in the TTL family. Okay. The gate was constructing using different resistor value to produce gate with lower dissipation or high speed. And the propagation delay of a standard logic family depends largely on two factors. First one is storage time and second one is RC time constraint. And it is also reducing storage time and the RC time construct and decreases the propagation delay. Okay. And second type is low power TTL. The low power TTL gate has resistor value higher than standard TTL. Okay. So it reduces power dissipation and increase propagation delay. Now third type is high speed TTL. In high speed TTL, the resistor value are low to reduce the propagation delay, but the power dissipation is increased. Reduce the propagation delay and power dissipation increases. Now fourth type is Scotty TTL. The Scotty TTL remove the storage time of transistor by providing or preventing from going into saturation. Preventing them from going into saturation. It means that the speed of the operation increases without any power dissipation from Scotty TTL. The basic TTL family has a speed limitation due to turn-off delay and transistor which are causes by the transaction from saturation to cutoff. Okay, and this limitation can be removed by replacing the transistor of TTL gate by Scotty transistor, and these transistors are prevented from entering the saturation and there is saving in turn-off time. Also, the propagation delay of Scotty TTL is of the order of 2 nanoseconds. As in comparison, the propagation delay for standard TTL is 10 nanoseconds and the Scotty TTL therefore is in a non-saturating bipolar logic. Okay, it is used in bipolar logic. Now, in our previous lecture, we discussed about characteristics of digital integrated circuit, and the TTL family was widely used. The important characteristic and important parameters such as fan out, power dissipation, propagation delay and noise margin. First one is fan out. What will happen in fan out? In fan out is the maximum number of input that is to be connected to the output of gate or number of loads that the output of gate can driven without regarding its normal operation. Okay, and the load is the amount of current required to derive the input of another gate in the same logic family. Okay, now next one is power dissipation. It represents the amount of power needed by the device. The power dissipation is always measured in milliwatts and it gives as the product of voltage supply and current supply. It means VCC and ICC respectively. Voltage supply and current supply. For the standard TTL 74 series, the approximate average power dissipation is 10 milliwatts. Okay, and next one is propagation delay. Now propagation delay represents the transition time when the input level changes. It means that the average transition time taken by the signal that is to be propagated from input to output is called as propagation delay, and propagation delay is 10 nanoseconds for standard TTL. And next one is noise margin. It represents the amount of noise voltage that are allowed at the input which doesn't affect the standard output. Now, what is noise? Noise is the unwanted electrical disturbance. And what is noise immunity? It is the ability of logic circuit, that is to be tolerate the noise without affecting the output, is known as noise immunity. Always remember, noise margin is the quantitative measure of noise immunity. Now, these are some important applications in TTL. First one is it is used to controller application for providing 0 to 5 voltage supply. Also, it is used as a switching device in driving lamps and relays. It is used processor of mini computer and printers and video display terminal. Now we discuss advantages of TTL. The TTL circuit is very fast. TTL circuit are very fast. In TTL circuit have a low propagation delay. And TTL logic family is compatible with all other logic family. Compatible to all other logic family. Also, TTL circuit have a high current sourcing and sinking capacity. Now, what is current sourcing? Current sourcing is nothing but when it is in high state. And what is current sinking? Current sinking means when it is in low state. These all are the important advantages of TTL. Disadvantages of TTL. TTL circuit have a poor noise immunity. And TTL circuit operate only on plus 5V voltage power supply. The component of density in TTL is less. The fan out TTL is lower as compared to CMOS, and TTL has large power dissipation. These all are the disadvantages of TTL. In this video, we discuss about TTL introduction, types of TTL, also TTL subfamilies, application of TTL, characteristics of TTL, and advantages and disadvantages of TTL. And in our next video, we discuss how to perform 2-input TTL by using NAND gate. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video.